This is for the fans who truly understand. Real all the time, all A on my fam. Shooting for the stars, and knife in the land. Giving everything I can while they tell me.
Hey guys, so this video is about social anxiety and ways that you can overcome it. When I was younger, I used to be very anxious and I had a lot of social anxiety. I had a hard time talking to people and I didn't like going out to bars and to pubs and clubs and stuff like that. I mean, just the amount of people was a little overwhelming for me. Now, I consider myself an introvert. Going to clubs, pubs, and places with a lot of people doesn't particularly appeal to me, but at the same time, it doesn't really bother me to the point where I'll refuse to go. If friends want to go down there, I feel like I'm in the mood to go there, I'll tag along for sure. Now, I didn't always do that. And I think I should be clear that there is a large difference between being introverted and having social anxiety. Social anxiety is more of having a very nervous reaction to dealing and interacting with other people. And that's usually stemmed from having a past where you had some negative experiences with people, maybe you've been mistreated in the past, or had multiple occasions where people have mistreated you, and it's sort of built up in you and you just don't trust anybody and you have a hard time talking to them because maybe you're afraid of rejection or you're afraid that they might not like you, or maybe some self-esteem issues. And your comfort zone is sort of being by yourself or doing your own things and maybe having small talk with people but not really interacting with a lot of people. So that's the part from social anxiety, but the root of it is from being very nervous. Maybe it was the way you were raised or you had some bad experiences in the past. Being an introvert, you're choosing to be by yourself. You're not necessarily always afraid of people or having social anxiety. You just rather be on your own. Maybe you don't like drama and you don't like all the bullshit that people go on about and all the games and all the trouble that people cause. Maybe if you think that way, you've had to already deal with a lot of that and you just want to get away from that. And you just want to have a couple friends, maybe one or two friends, small group of friends that you hang out with and watch movies or play video games or go for a walk or a hike or go to the theater. You know, something, just a small group of people, and big crowds scare you away and you're not really a social butterfly. You like to keep it on the down low, but you also like deeper conversations, which I will be making a video on what it means to be an introvert. And as soon as I get that done, I'll post the link. A few different ways to overcome social anxiety is to put yourself out there. And that sounds pretty scary if you haven't already done that. Now, it doesn't have to be that tough. You can usually, if you're working or you're at school, and you can strike up conversations with workers, say hi to people when they're in the hall. It can be something that happens over time. And you eventually get talking to somebody and you build that friendship. So that's definitely one thing to try. If you're not in school and you're not working, the best thing I would suggest is, first of all, sure, you can go online and have Facebook groups and talk to people online, but you're not going to make friends and you're not going to overcome your social anxiety if you're sitting in front of a computer. You have to go out there and talk to people and build your social skills in order to build that confidence. Now, I admit that there's a lot of people out there that don't welcome them being approached and befriended and things like this. There's a lot of people that unwelcoming. You know, you're going to run into those people, and I would say that probably 5 out of 10 people are actually going to be welcoming you befriending them. Getting over that certain rejection is key. If you get invited to a party or you get invited to someone's house, you feel comfortable with this person, then you should take the risk. And it's so easy to say no. And I've done it lots of times in the past where I've been invited to do something and I turn it down. And the best thing to do is, what do you have to lose? Take the risk. Now, another thing that is one of the top ways to reduce social anxiety is when you're interacting with somebody, or you're about to, let's say that you're at school, you're at work, or maybe you're waiting at the bus stop, or you're in the mall, and you're sitting on the bench, or just passing by in the hallway, and you see a guy who's wearing a Star Wars shirt like me, and you could be like, "Hey, nice shirt, man," or "That's a really cool shirt. Hey, you gonna see the new Star Wars movie coming out in December?" "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go. Yeah, man, I love Star Wars. I'm definitely gonna see that." So you've already started a conversation, and not only that, but you're talking about something that you're both passionate about. You both love Star Wars, and boom, you've already cut that social anxiety in half. You're not worrying about, is this person going to like you? Or you're not nervous anymore about approaching them. You're already diving into the interest. By the end of the conversation, you could be like, hey, can I add you on Facebook? Or can I add you on Twitter? You know, you feel confident enough, you could be like, hey, can I text you sometime and we can play Force Unleashed, you know? So that's definitely something you can try. You know, not everybody's going to go for it. It might fall flat, but hey, you took that risk, and what do you have to lose? Actually going out, putting yourself in the position, whether it's going to a public place, like going to a mall, a restaurant, maybe meeting new people. If you don't take the risk, you're already going to fail. Now, if you run into somebody doesn't really have any identifying features on their shirt or anything like that that displays an interest, it's best probably not to ask them right away what they like and sort of keep it on the down low, like small talk. You know, talk about homework, talk about what's happening at work, talk about something in the news, like even the weather, something very low key, which will eventually build up to that. Because if you jump in and you're like, well, what do you love to do in your spare time? You know, even though that's a legitimate question, and if someone asked me, I'd be very happy to answer that. There's so much social anxiety in society, I feel, that question is sort of banned right off the bat because of trust issues, which shouldn't be the case. But unfortunately, people get scared off, so it's better to keep it on the small talk first. Now, the last thing is, if you're able to, you have the money, and you have the resources, you have the transportation, try to join a club, whether it's at school, or maybe your work has parties or something, or whatever it is, an event where you can go and meet other people. And that is a great way to overcome that social anxiety by seeking similar interests with people. So if you can think of anything else that I've missed, and I've probably missed so much more, please include that in the comments below. And if you're comfortable, please share your stories. Is social anxiety something you've been battling for a long time? Is social anxiety something that you're maybe not in a hurry to deal with? So coming from somebody who has dealt with social anxiety most of their youth life, and I am probably 98% overcome my social anxiety, I can say that it's possible. All you have to do is you have to step out of your comfort zone and take risks step by step. You don't have to just jump into the pool of sharks, and believe in yourself. Find people with similar interests. Put yourself out there. Approach people in an appropriate way. As you keep working at this, your social anxiety will come down, down, down very slowly until talking to people, meeting people, going to public places will not be an issue. As of now, I have no problem with going to a club, a pub, a bar, or any other public place. I have no problem with approaching people. It's a wonderful feeling to really have. So I wish you all the best. For those that have been struggling with this, just take that risk. You don't have to make a big leap. Just do step by step. Do what you feel is right. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and check out some more of my videos. Peace.
This is for the fans who truly understand. Real all the time, all of my fam, shooting for the stars.